Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Toya. I'm back in the office again, and this is just a bit of a like a channel update, I guess, tonight. I just kind of trying to figure out where I wanted to take the channel and things that I wanted to do with it. And so basically, what I'm thinking that my faith is by far the most important thing to me in my life right now. And that's pretty much where a lot of my time is spent, in him and in his word and in his presence is what I enjoy to do, is pretty much who I am now. God has been taking me through a lot of changes. There's so many things that didn't happen in such a short period of time, it seemed like, since my walk really truly began with him, and I done went all in with him. There's so many really strange, crazy things that done occurred in my life, and I know it's probably a lot of other people too that have experienced some crazy things in this walk, and dealing with situations that only those who have walked alongside the Father and followed him and things of him could ever understand. So I'll continue to do my Bible studies on the week, on the Sabbath, Friday, Saturday evenings, but I think on Wednesdays I'm going to leave it open, as my channel is Tiger Tales. I don't know if I ever said actually why I chose that, but Tiger is actually my nickname. Anybody that know me really well, that my nickname is Tiger. I love tigers. I actually adore tigers, to be honest, but not domestic tigers. I like wild tigers in their natural habitat, panthers, lions, tigers, so lions, okay? So, and then the tails part of the name is just that. It's just, in most of the metro areas, I'm not sure if it's everywhere, but I know in a lot of metro areas, the 311 is what you would call if you have an issue, if you have call a service, something to report, something's wrong in the city, it's a pothole that's tearing up the suspension on vehicles and stuff like that in the city, it's somewhere you contact and call, get some assistance, hopefully, and get someone to address an issue that you may be having, right? So it's kind of along the same lines as what I'm thinking with, kind of with the channel, it's kind of want to take it in that direction, if it's things that we all may be having issues with, and it can be anything, I don't know everything, but I do know that people spend a lot of money, going to therapists and, seeking psychologists and, that lead to psychiatrists and medications and stuff like that to deal with things that they may have a spiritual, provocator. It could be, spiritual provocation, things that are going on. And I'm a believer that everything happens first in the realm of the spirit and then in the natural. So if you're having an issue, and it seems like it's something that's affecting your mental or is affecting your ability to think clearly and to make sound decisions, or, issues in situational awareness and direction and needing guidance and stuff like that, I've experienced these issues at multiple, various times in my life, just like the rest of us. And, I just found that the best thing that I've been able to find to assist with that, even dealing with anxiety and stuff like that, growing up and in my time in the military. I don't know if I said that to y'all, but I'm an Army veteran as well. And a lot of these things are a lot of issues that a lot of veterans deal with on a daily basis that we try to work through. So if there's any of my veterans out there, I know a lot of you probably understand exactly what the type of things that I'm experiencing, the things that, we deal with. But there's a lot of people that deal with similar situations for whatever reason. So that's kind of too where I want to kind of lean the channel a little bit more toward, I don't, like I said, I don't claim to know everything, but I've dealt with a few, some issues of my own in my lifetime. And also there's, other issues that people deal with, marriage problems, issues in relationships and, just life, and in general. So utilizing the 311 to call sometime for an assistant, hey, y'all maybe can lean on this way. Maybe we can help each other, deal with and work through some of the problems and issues that we may be having just as a family of human beings. Even if you're not truly a believer, I pray that, that you come to the knowledge of the truth while you're here on the channel. If you don't know him, that you definitely get introduced. You're going to definitely get introduced to him if you stick around a little bit. But in general, I wanted to have it, to be a little bit more inclusive, because sometimes people think just because you're a believer that you don't love other people that are not, and that is not the case. I would like for everybody to know God, because he's been a blessing in my life, and I'd like to everybody to have an opportunity to get to know him. And if you don't, I invite salvation into your life. If it's something that, I don't even know why I waited so long, to be honest, but God has a time and a place for everything. And I hope that, your time is soon, those who don't know him, So, utilizing just, with the channel, calling in, maybe, leaving a message or something, dropping down something that you might want to, bring up for discussion on the channel, something that, may be wondering about. Again, I don't claim to know everything, but I have some life experience, and utilizing that alongside of, spiritual giftings and abilities that God has given me, and, wisdom, divine knowledge, and understanding of things in life, and understanding through situational awareness and self-examination, and, the scriptures, there's so much wisdom in there. It leads us and pushes us in a direction, give us some clarity in things that we really not sure about what direction to go in. And then couple that with just plain common sense. And then maybe we can get to a point of understanding on how we should deal or move in a particular direction with a particular issue. So if this is something that you guys might be interested in, this is kind of where I'm going to be leading. Probably I'm going to do it like maybe on a Wednesday, Thursdays, start, implementing that a little bit more. I may bring it up for discussion and just talk about it. But if it's things that, you might want me to talk about or to lean into a little bit more, spend a little more time addressing, I'm open to suggestions and trying to do that. And again, I don't know everything. I want to make sure that's clear. I said it about 4 or 5 times, and this is not no way, shape, or form, medical advice, anywhere like that. If you're in need, please seek, proper care, but I do feel like, that we can learn from one another, and our experiences are valid, and they can be a blessing. It's just like a testimony and the things that we go through, and that they can help somebody else to feel like they're not so isolated, that they're not so alone, that there's someone else that they can talk to and, reach out. And, even if it's just through cyberspace, but, we are still human beings on the other end. So, I'm really excited about this part. I don't know why. It just got me a little bit excited about, doing it and opening it up a little bit more. Like I said, I'm a private person, but vulnerability, is relatable. And, and I just want to be transparent and genuine. I'm not perfect. I don't know everything. And just because, Christ is in my life don't mean we don't have any issues and problems, because that is absolutely not the truth. Anybody walked in this, this walk with him, understand that it's a daily, we die daily, and we go through things daily, and we have to continue to live a life holy and acceptable unto him, because he said, those who walk in righteousness today, but choose to do wickedly tomorrow, everything that you did before that day is going to be forgotten. And for all of you guys who don't know him, who feel like, the devil done talked you into thinking that you done too much wrong for God to save you or to get you out of that, it's a lie, okay? Because he said anyone that done wickedly yesterday, but today decide to change their life and accept him as your Lord and Savior, and come to him and allow him to love you the right way. And you know what I'm saying? And show you sides of yourself that you never knew, and give you a love that you've never known, that you too can be saved. So, I want us all to, to just truly, allow that to marinate, to let it, sit and settle, and spend time, in, thinking on the things that, have controlled your life, or things that you feel like, maybe there was no escape from. There is a way. He says, I'll give you a way of escape. He's a God that pulls you out of the dark places into his marvelous light and bring you to a place in a position that you never thought possible, of freedom that you've never known. It's amazing, what he's doing, every day. And some days, even on the heavy days, sometimes I find it's just a joy on the inside of me that he's still my God. He's still good. And I just want some, others to be able to experience that. I really do. He's been amazing in my life, and I love him sincerely. And I just want to show him that, by loving on his people and giving us opportunity to get to know each other, and allowing ourselves to be vulnerable and, genuine, and, with the things that we deal with on an everyday basis, and possibly save you probably a couple $1,000 by sitting on some leather couch in some random office speaking to somebody that really is, may not necessarily care as much as we like to think, not to say that they don't, but, there are those, that are in every profession that's just here for a check, but not genuinely, when the truth is they done checked out. So, whatever we can do, I'm going to give you what I got. Whatever I can do, I'm going to give you what I got. Whatever God give me, I'm going to give you that. And those of you who even like in need of prayer and stuff like that, if you have requests or something like that you want, I find in my life that when I pray, God answers my prayers, yes, but he answered the prayers that I pray for other people quicker. So if you have something that you want to come into agreement with, and you genuine and you sincere, you might need some help, or for you or someone else, if you leave it down there, I'll make sure to try to include it in my prayers and bring it before him, and see if we can get the situation resolved, and we can take some of this weight off of us and put it on the burden bearer, as he said he is, and allow ourselves to rest in him. So again, this is Toya, you guys. This is just a little bit of a video, a channel update. I hope that, it's something that, proves to be a positive influence on the channel, and that it bring more people in, and that it, allow the channel to grow a little bit more. And, we can find a way to, hopefully, bring some peace to some of the issues that we may be having, in silence, or the things that we're dealing with on our own. So again, guys, as always, God says, if you knock, I'm going to open the door. Okay. So let's knock and bombard heaven's doors. Go and sin no more. Talk to y'all later.